We now have an address by Oddmund Hoel, State Secretary, Norwegian Ministry of Education and Research. He also works as a professor in history at Faculty of Social Sciences, Western Norway University of Applied Sciences. His academic interests include language history and revival, modern, Norwegian cultural and political history, regional history, and nationalism and modernization theories.
Namaste. Distinguished dignitaries, Nordic friends, ladies and gentlemen. I am honored to be given the task of greeting you all to this panel session. I am sure you will enjoy a most informative discussion on measures to boost India-Nordic tech cooperation, and I regret that I unfortunately could not take part today. As State Secretary for Higher Education and Research in Norway, I am of course mostly engaged in the Indo-Norwegian collaboration within higher education and research. Within these areas, Norway has a strategy for cooperation with its prioritized partner countries: Brazil, Canada, India, Japan, China, Russia, South Africa, South Korea, and the United States. The strategy, named the Panorama Strategy, is for the period 2021 to 2027. We see international cooperation within research and higher education as vital. The purpose of this strategy is to increase the quality and relevance of Norwegian higher education, research and innovation through internationalization and through cooperation with industry. The strategy clarifies overall priorities for cooperation with the strategic countries, and it introduces measures aimed at specific challenges. The strategy will build on and further develop the quality in Norwegian professional environments through collaboration with some of the world's most important nations in areas of central importance to Norway. The concrete follow-up of the Indo-Norwegian cooperation within higher education and research is the bilateral joint working groups consisting of members from the two nations' ministries. These are linked to our bilateral agreement on science and technology, as well as our memorandum of understanding within higher education. I am very happy that we were both able to hold the meetings of both the joint working group on higher education as well as on science and technology in India under 2 months ago. This year we also initiated a review of the Indo-Norwegian Cooperation Programme, INCP, in higher education. The review concluded that INCP as a pilot program to motivate cooperation between Indian and Norwegian higher education institutions resulted in major leaps ahead in the Indo-Norwegian higher education collaboration, including kickstarts of several new collaborations. The end review also concluded that INCP has contributed to developing strong linkages between the institutions involved. I am glad to note that the JWG in higher education concluded to prolong the INCP in the years to come. The JWG in S&T concluded to prolong the program of cooperation as the guiding document for our collaboration within science and technology. Through over a decade of Norway-Indian research cooperation, a number of joint calls for proposals have been announced on wide areas under the program of cooperation. A number of projects through these calls have been supported through the Research Cooperation Program. The research cooperation worked as a catalyst. The collaborations thus developed and have jointly participated in international research programs like Horizon Europe. The research cooperation also aimed to emphasize the knowledge triangle, i.e. promoting linkages between research, higher education and innovation. It also underlined research and industry linkages. Both sides have benefited immensely through Norway-India research and higher education cooperation. It will be my deep desire that we continue this valuable cooperation. With these words, I wish you all a very fruitful participation in today's panel discussion.